Man, they got some bad news coming out right now. So, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but they're saying that UConn is stepping in with this Dennis McCann situation. I don't know if they were strictly the ones that were doing the test. I would love for UConn to do tests with Ryan Garcia. Definitely. Ryan Garcia, if they can get UConn to test Ryan Garcia, that would definitely help boxing in a lot of ways. But Dennis McCann, they're saying right now, he was caught with two substances in the system, allegedly. And right now they're saying that, career could possibly be over if he has this suspension. They're talking about 4 years for each substance in his body. And we've seen a lot of fighters lately get a lot of suspensions for stuff that wasn't PEDs. Any kind of drug that's basically listed on their list will go into effect as far as for the suspension. And for those guys to be looking at the situation and be looking at 8 years possible to be out of the sport, that is a long time. That definitely won't be beneficial. And it goes to show also that this is a fighter who's going to fight on a turkey card, and he's been caught on a substance, and he's looking at an 8-year suspension. That is a long time. See, Ryan Garcia got let off very, very easy in his situation. A lot of other fighters been let off very easy in their situations when they've been caught on certain things. A lot of these fighters. And I hope they know that once you go to Saudi and these other places and you're testing, especially because Saudi has fighters as well that's being involved in these events. And they've had a fighter who had to fight against a guy who was on PEDs. So they know how it feels to have someone get in the ring with a guy that was on PEDs and not be able to get the knockout. And as we see right now, a lot of this stuff is basically changing. And for Dennis McCann to be looking at an 8-year suspension, that is crazy. It tells a lot about the sport of boxing right now, what state we're in, how guys are trying to take loopholes, how long they've been doing it, how they feel comfortable doing it. I mean, you're going to Saudi and you're still putting stuff in your system and you're comfortable doing this. That just says a lot about your character at the end of the day. It really doesn't help you at all, and it won't take you far when that's what you need. And people don't understand how this stuff affects people. I mean, at the end of the day, boxing is always a close fight. You're always a punch away, but when you increase that percentage by putting stuff in your system and you can harm people and take their life in the ring, this is not a sport where you're just trying to catch a ball or whatever. This is a sport where guys are going after each other, after the flesh. And they're going to leave wounds and cuts and scars and damage. And for you to be putting PEDs in your system, the punishment should be harsh. And I think that UConn is doing a good job with the suspension. America needs to do a better job with these suspensions, especially after the stuff we went through last year. But it looked like more of a money grab than anything. Turkey Al-Sheikh don't need a money grab, so I like his involvement with the whole situation. And this is a guy who was on his card recently that was going to fight, and now he's looking at an 8-year suspension. It's insane.